Welcome back. We are now joined by this month's guest. First, he is the promoter extraordinaire for West End Wrestling, who are having their first show Saturday, September 27th in Stowe, Pennsylvania. Andrew Holmes, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Wonderful.
They're so fake, holy shit. Anyways, and our second guest, who is going to be on that very show, you know him from CZW, you know him from the Nation of Intoxication, the Alpha Predator, Lucky 13.
Hey, Andrew.
Hi, Lucky.
Thank you for booking me.
You're welcome.
All right,
Hi!
let's start the show.
Now that we got the important shit out of the way.
I'm very professional.
Oh, honey, this is the best show for you then.
Yeah.
All right.
Lucky knows, respect Booker Man.
Yes. All right, well, Booker Man, West End Wrestling, you're having your debut show, like I said, Saturday, September 27th, Stowe, Pennsylvania. Lucky's going to be on the show, along with a whole bunch of fucking awesome guys. And, so, tell me about the show.
Basically, I was presented an opportunity to run a wrestling show on an off date for a lot of guys in the area with no ties to any certain promotion, which seems to hinder a lot of matches that a lot of people want to see, but can't necessarily see that because this promotion can't work with this promotion, this guy can't do this guy can't do that. There's not that issue on the show. It's for a good cause. It's to raise money for West End Fire Company. And I just want to put on the best possible show I can with a lot of talent that I think a lot of people don't realize are as good as they are, nor do I think that these people get the recognition they deserve by a lot of outside promotions that are, they don't get the PWG love, the Ring of Honor love that everyone on the internet loves. I want to give these guys an opportunity to really have a chance to shine.
Well, September 22nd, Lucky, you are going to be shining for WEW.
Fantastic. That was a sweet answer.
Wasn't it? There's very succinct of you. That's what we wanted to show. Nice succinct answers.
I really put shit over.
Don't need to elaborate at all. That was perfectly fine. All right. Well, one of the coolest things about this show is it's no secret when you look over the guys who you've announced is it's basically a ton of CZW guys and a ton of Shakara guys, and under most other circumstances, never the twain shall meet. So this is incredibly cool. These matchups that you're having, and a lot of them are first time ever matchups. And you told me that you were going to be cool enough to actually announce Lucky's match live on the show, which of course is not live because we pre-tape it. Everybody knows that. So, make with the announcing. Lucky, brace yourself because you're about to find out your match.
It will be the Alpha Predator, Lucky 13, against the mythological warrior from afar, Akuma, on September 27th in Stowe, Pennsylvania, which I believe may be another first-time matchup. Lucky, you can correct me.
I don't know, but there's no way you're paying me enough to wrestle Akuma. That dude fucking kicks hard as shit. Jesus Christ!
In the budget like
why couldn't you book me against like one of the ice creams or somebody? It's easy.
It's hot out. Don't melt.
Oh my God, he's gonna beat the shit out of me. Great. I'm really looking forward to the event now. Get my head kicked off by Akuma.
Well, you know what? It's going to be the end of September. If you want a no-show, you can come hang out in Canada with me. We could catch some preseason hockey.
No, actually, it's my birthday the weekend before, so we might be going up to Canada that weekend. Or we're going to Boston. We're not really sure.
Actually,
but
the weekend before the show, I'm going to be in America, so...
Fuck! Well, that doesn't work out.
That was some poor planning on our part. We need to have our people talk to each other better.
Yeah, but I mean, I should be nice and from drinking for the entire weekend, nice and bloated and looking fat for the cameras for the show, for the West End Wrestling show. So My physique should be looking astonishing.
This is the height of professionalism. I love it. So, okay.
Age of intoxication isn't a gimmick.
Really not. All right. So, is this in fact a first-time matchup? Have you ever faced Akuma before? Oh, probably not, because you're concerned about getting your head kicked in.
I know I've wrestled Akuma. I don't know one-on-one. I know we've done like 6-man tags and shit, and I was in Chikara for a little bit. One-on-one though, I don't know if we've ever wrestled.
So this is going to be
awesome
then. Possible.
Yeah, for you maybe.
Well, I was going to say it. For the fans, it'll be great. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure a few of the kicks are going to miss, because you're pretty fast. So.
Yeah, I'll probably be drunk for the show too, though. It slows your reaction time a little bit. I heard there's they got what's that where the firemen all hang out and drink?
Oh, you mean the banquet hall where the show's going to be at, where there's super cheap booze so long as you got your ID.
Yes, see? Super cheap booze, and I'm pretty sure that's why Quack stopped booking me in Chikara, was because they got that Hellertown venue that was like 15 minutes from my house.
Drinks?
And
yes!
Yeah, and I would get hammered like after my match, like at the bar. I'd be sitting there like slamming drinks and the show's going on. I could see Quack just like staring at me from the announce booth, all like angry and upset. Like, oh, you're not wearing your mask and you're drinking at the bar.
Oh my God, Hellertown was my favorite venue for that reason. I saw.
You've been there?
I was
Oh my God.
I was my first Chikara show was. I went to 3 in 2008. I was there for one of the Anniversario shows and for 2 nights of YLC. And it was fantastic. It was like I got there and I'm like, it was so cool to see the venue, you know, I'd seen it on DVD for so long. And then they broke the news to me that there's like a bar with $2 drinks and I like started to cry. I was so happy. It was amazing.
Yeah, that place was awesome. And now that they got the Sands right down the road, if they still ran there, you go right from like the show to the casino. Yo, why don't someone should run a show at the Sands? Holy fuck. That'd be awesome at the event center. What's that?
TNA runs it like every 3 months, don't they?
Yeah, but no one watches TNA.
I was to say. Good one.
A show fans actually want to come to.
Hey, you know what? WEWs. Consider that. Consider that for a second show.
I'll run the largest grossing casino in Pennsylvania for my second show.
Yeah, it's probably in the budget.
I'm optimistic.
Hey, if the Sands Casino's in the budget, you got CM Punk on the second show, Lucky.
Oh, yeah, me and CM Punk, no rope barbed wire, book it.
It's your main event for the second show.
Oh, you heard?
Good. Actually, get Terry Funk in there, too. We'll make it a fucking 3-way.
Only if he does the spinning ladder spot.
I'm not taking it. Punk can take it.
And of course,
I think I just broke kayfabe.
That never happens on this show. Shh.
No.
As I felt obligated to forewarn young Andrew, this is the show where kayfabe comes to die.
Oh, well, I'll fit right in.
You know, pretty much.
I feel like when I'm kind of happy because I know CZW is kind of handling their own stream now, where RF was running it before, and I feel like a lot of my like audible stuff I say in the ring would get cut out of the actual streams, because I basically just sit there and break kayfabe my entire matches when I wrestle. Just sit there and literally like talk and like tell people like when I'm like crawling around the ring how fake it is and stuff. So I hope the new stream they actually keep all that.
I have seen you do it, and actually I saw you wrestle. This is me actually. I'm about to be like professional and like an interviewer and ask you a real question. So brace yourself. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I actually saw you wrestle live 2 months ago, and I would be incredibly remiss to not ask you about the groundbreaking, trailblazing match you had in the first round of Tournament of Death. Fans bring the dildos.
Man, there were a lot of big dildos on that ladder.
There were fucking horse cocks on that ladder.
Yeah, there were. Gosh, I don't even know how many were on there.
I think what you lacked in quantity, they more than made up in quality and girth.
Well, I like the banner that was on it that Danny made that they wrapped it in, because that came out super nice.
Yes.
I actually wanted to have that designed for shirts, but they wouldn't make the shirt for me, unfortunately, because I think like a dildo wrapped in barbed wire with my name on it would sell plenty of shirts.
It might sell plenty of dildos too.
Oh man, I should come out with my own line of dildos.
Like, strike while the iron is hot. Well, Lucky 13 is currently, you still have that tenuous association with sex toys. I say cash in.
That'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll start a GoFundMe or like a challenge on Facebook. If people don't do it, they'll have to buy dildos.
Hey, how did the fundraising for your metal legs work out?
Terrible. I only got $10.
That's like, I mean,
I'm never gonna get robot legs at this pace.
You'll get like a robot toe, maybe.
I'm gonna try to get a robot dick.
It's a metal dildo.
That'd be awesome. Imagine it just spins and stuff. You don't even have to like work during sex. You just stand there and like hit the cycle button. Yeah, babe.
It's like a spin cycle. Oh my god.
You could set the pressures of like how big you want the hose to shoot.
There'd be like that specialty line. They'd all be black, and they'd be like called the Lucky 13s.
It would never be black if it's a mold of mine. But
there you go.
We should probably get back on topic. Ask Andrew a question real quick. I gotta do something for a second.
Okay. So Andrew.
Yes.
Tell us something to distract from the fact that we've been talking about dildos.
What? We were talking about dildos?
Apparently. As is wont to happen on this show, chaos broke out a little. Just a little. We reined it in nicely. And we're back to talking about wrestling.
Oh.
All right, fine. We'll go back to...
Yeah,
All right, fine. We'll go back to hockey and dildos.
Oh, hockey and dildos, something that goes hand in hand.
Hockey and dildos live on Panties Radio.
Yeah, Panties Radio. Thank you for that.
That's a good title. That's ratings
That's
right
what
there.
it's going to be called. It's Pantsless Radio, title Panties Radio.
So how do you become a Maple Leafs fan?
Well, it helps to be born in Toronto. Yeah.
I disagree.
Really? Okay, I'd love to hear your theory.
Well, you could have been like born in Toronto and be like, oh man, this team in the city I'm born in totally sucks. Maybe I should be like a Canadian fan.
You be a Canadiens fan in Toronto at the risk of your personal well-being and safety.
You know what my favorite place in the world is, though? The Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto.
Okay. I've never been there.
Holy shit. Well, it sucks now. Like 10 years ago, it was like so like interactive, and they had the thing where like Gretzky and Messier were on the holograph screen or whatever the hell that's called, the hologram screen, and you sat there in like the goalie equipment and it shot like foam pucks at you, and they came down on a 2-on-0, you had to make the saves, and they had like leaderboards, and they did like the remember the skills competition where they hit the fucking targets and stuff? They had like that there, and if you did it in like a certain amount of time, hit all 4 targets, you like won prizes. But they took like all the fun interactive stuff out, and that was just like bubble hockey and.
What the fuck? You sold me on going to Toronto. Now you unsold me.
No, he's completely mistaken. All the cool stuff is still there. Totally.
Lies.
So there is a really good Irish like bar, like upscale Irish pub, like right like a block up the street though. That I can't think of the name right now.
I don't know about upscale.
There's a lot of dives too. Don't worry about it.
Dive bars, all dive bars.
You know what though? The shitty thing about Toronto dive bars, at least downtown, Toronto dive bars are still expensive as fuck. Ridiculous.
Well, that's
it really
terrible.
is. You got to go into, like, I live in the burbs, so it's not as bad. But downtown, fuck it. Oh, it's such bullshit. It's like an arm and a leg.
Where do I stay? Last time I was there, I stayed at the Downtowner Inn. You know where that is?
Sounds glamorous.
I want to say it's up.
How many times have you been to Toronto?
Fuck. There was a big park, like up the road from where it was. I can't. The name's escaping me. Yeah, but I remember we got lost walking back from wherever we went out that night. I think we were walking through like the Spanish part of Toronto, if that makes sense. And it was like all like shady and everything. And I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, I got this umbrella. I'll protect you if anything happens. Like all hammered drunk, as if an umbrella would have, really saved us from a knife attack.
You're in Toronto. You know, it's like, oh, if somebody attacks you, just say, please don't attack me, and they'll just apologize and walk away.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't. Like, it's not a place you really want to be walking around at night, you know? So I go to different cities, and I always have like, these horrible ideas of what people might do to you and stuff. Like Amsterdam, when I was there, it was walking around aimlessly at like 3, 4 in the morning, was totally fine, yet I was still like super cautious, you know what I mean? Just from the area I'm from, I guess.
Yeah, you're not, very little. Well, okay, I can't say that because a lot of bad shit happens here, but it's all very relative to everywhere else. Yeah. So it's you're pretty safe here, especially downtown. You know, if you're anywhere near downtown, it's all lit up all night, and as long as you stay away from like the entertainment districts where people like to get a little stabby, you should be fine.
Where the fuck's the entertainment district? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we should probably get back on the topic of wrestling, right?
Do we have to?
I don't know. I mean, what's this show supposed to be about?
Pantslessness?
What's generally the topic of your shows? Now I'm going to interview you.
Okay. It'll probably go much better.
What's generally the topic of your shows?
Well, okay, we recap wrestling. We do a lot of CZW and AIW stuff. We recap their shows. We talk about anything that's relative that's happened in the past month that we found particularly entertaining. It used to be very smut.
What do you think about Tony Stewart running over that fucking dude in his race car?
Oh my...
Let's talk current events.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. And the fact that the guy was trying to chase him because he was like pissed off, and then he gets run down by him. I mean, that's just fucking holy shit.
That was like the greatest thing to happen in racing in the past entire racing existence, basically.
Exactly.
Is he ever going to come back?
I don't know. I mean, he did kill. I know he wanted to race the next day, and I guess his PR team kind of advised him against it. But
okay, it's bad enough that you accidentally run somebody down, but when you run somebody down who was walking down the track screaming at you because he was pissed at you for running him off, and then you run him down, that doesn't look so good on its own. And then when you want to race the next day, does this guy have any sense whatsoever of trying to protect what scrap of a reputation he has left?
He's the NASCAR.
Yeah, shows how fucking badass he is. He should join the nation.
Oh God, Tony Stewart needs to be the nation's designated driver.
No, that's me.
Oh man, we should get our own fucking NASCAR. How much does that cost?
Oh, Kickstarter, here we go.
$250,000.
Go fund me. Hopefully it goes better than my robot legs one.
Transfer the $10 over from the robot legs.
I don't even know how to do that. I'm not very computer savvy.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome though, actually.
Yeah, and I got to race it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you ever see that South Park episode where Cartman tries to enter the NASCAR race? And he says, I can never be a NASCAR driver because I'm not dumb and stupid enough or dumb and poor enough. So he gives Kenny all of his money and he eats Vagisil to try to make himself retarded. And then he gets on the track and he starts racing the wrong way. That'd be me. Minus the Vagisil. I wouldn't eat the Vagisil.
No? You have standards.
No. Yeah.
Man, somebody needs to make some of the ideas that come up on this show happen. Oh, I know what we could do. This is an awesome segue, too. We can use some of the proceeds from your new DVD to fund the robot legs and the NASCAR.
Oh, yeah. Buy our fucking DVD, motherfuckers. Where do you buy it? Smart Mark? I don't even know.
Yeah, smartmarkvideo.com.
Smartmarkvideo.com. The best in wrestling DVDs and fucking old videotapes and shit. Smartmarkvideo.com. How'd you like that? Royalties.
That's an excellent plug. Yeah. Good job. I've actually...
Some radio station should hire me. That's smartmarkvideo.com.
Can you start plugging Pantsless Radio? That'd be good too.
Pantless fucking radio. Come listen to what you talk about shit.
That's actually incredibly accurate.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
That out to all the other shows. It's my new commercial. Oh my god, yeah, I've actually seen the DVD. Well, the download, whatever.
Wait, you've seen it already? I have not. What the fuck?
Well,
how do I get a copy of this?
As you just so succinctly explained, you go to smartmarkvideo.com and you purchase it.
Fuck, why do I purchase it? From smartmarkvideo.com.
Well, I will give you a brief recap of the video, because honestly, I'm not really too sure how much you remember of it. Anyways,
not much. I remember telling some fat girl I wanted to lick her butthole.
Yes, that definitely happened.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of drinking. There was a little bit of you trying to get naked. And
that's not that out of the normal.
By a little bit, I mean a whole lot. Yeah.
All right.
My personal favorite part was the ice skating.
Oh yeah, that's actually on YouTube. The video of us ice skating. Those ice skates sucked cock. Holy shit!
You complained about that through the entire thing.
Yeah, I was really upset, because I played hockey for fucking. I still play. And I put those things on, and they're fucking figure skates that look like they haven't been fucking sharpened since 1973. Literally, I couldn't even shift my weight, without, the skates, trying to slide out from under you. It was terrible. I'm like, how the fuck do you get people to try to learn how to skate on these fucking things?
What is up on YouTube is just merely a beautiful fraction of the entire thing that is on the DVD, which was awesome and included a lot of falling down, a lot of small children skating in through the promo, which was awesome.
Danny was actually pretty good for his first time ever on skates. He actually wasn't that bad.
Well, okay, it was actually because that was I think there was mention in there that it was his first time on skates, and it really was. Holy shit!
Yeah,
that really wasn't bad, and if that's the case, holy shit. Wow. Yeah. So, hey, how did the ice hockey / drinking team ever turn out?
Well, I'm currently on an ice hockey drinking team, but Danny and Dev never come up to the fucking games. Because, like I said, I still skate and everything. But I don't think they're really interested in joining a men's league hockey team. So.
You know what? You might.
Unfortunately, it's a one-man show.
Them if there was a drinking team event before the hockey team, before the hockey game.
Dude, the last game, there was a Keith Urban concert happening right outside in the parking lot. So there was fucking all tailgates and shit going on. It was nuts.
There was a hockey game inside and Keith Urban in the parking lot?
Well, the parking lot was connected to the venue of where they had the Keith Urban concert, and the hockey rink is across the street from the parking lot. So, There was all like Keith Urban like tailgating. If you've seen like country tailgates, they're like fucking insane for some reason. And it was like right across the street from where the rink is and stuff. So there was like all this crazy tailgating going on, and all hockey teams getting done playing, just coming out and getting fucking plastered, and with all the Keith Urban fans. It's a good time.
Wow, beautiful amalgamation between hockey and country music. Man, who saw that coming? Okay, yeah, but we should get back to wrestling at some point.
Hey, who else is wrestling on this West End wrestling show?
Apparently, the rest of the nation is going to be involved, as well as.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, you guys can carpool there in your new NASCAR. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully the NASCAR's ready by then.
In a month, $250,000 in a month. You guys can swing that.
So I'm wrestling Akuma. Who's Danny and Devin wrestling?
Devin Moore, I don't know yet, honestly. I'm trying to put some things together for Mr. Devin Moore.
You should book him against...
What's that?
You should book Devin Moore against fucking get Tito Santana on the show. How about that?
Oh, I like that.
El Matador versus Devin Moore. They kind of rhyme.
If I could get Tito Santana to do El Matador for what I can afford, I would gladly do that.
Well, I'm sure he's listening to this. So
is he alive?
He is very alive.
Since I'm sure he's listening, would you like to make a last minute pitch to him?
Hey, Tito Santana, come to the show and I'll give you cocaine.
Well, I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that offer.
I think he'll be there.
What idiot would say no to that?
Hey, who's Danny wrestling?
That has actually already been announced, so we can talk about that. And Andy,
we can definitely talk about that. First time ever, Danny Havoc versus Eddie Kingston.
Oh man, did I ever tell you the story when me and Danny and Eddie Kingston went out to IWA Mid-South?
No,
but please do it on my show.
Well, long story short, after the show, we all go out.
Long story short, don't leave out anything good.
Well, we went out the night before.
Docking.
We did either a PWU show or CZW show. I don't know. Something happened. We all ended up going out down in Manayunk the night before. And we were out till like 2:30 in the morning. And then we had to be in Joliet, fucking Indiana, or whatever it is. Joliet, Illinois, Indiana. Yeah, for like 4 o'clock the next day. And we're at the bar till about 2:30. And then we just leave right from the bar. So first of all, neither of us were in any condition to be driving any distance at all. So we just decided we're going to drive across the entire fucking state at 2:30 in the morning after being at the bar for 4 hours. So that was a pretty interesting car ride, needless to say. And then we got to the show, and the show went on, blah, blah, blah. They wrestled. After the show, we're driving back, and I gave Danny the keys to drive, and we're sleeping, and next thing you know, Danny wakes us up, and he's going, hey, should I be seeing signs for, what the fuck was it? Signs for, like, Kalamazoo? We're like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, yeah, signs for Kalamazoo. We're like, where are we? And next thing you know, we're in Michigan. So we're not even driving in the right direction to get to Philadelphia. He drove us to Michigan.
We did that before, too. Like, just you miss, like, one exit, and you're in Michigan without even knowing it.
Yeah. So he drove us to Michigan, which is, northeast instead of southeast, the direction we needed to go. And that's pretty much the gist of the story.
Wow.
So what you're saying is don't go on a 36-hour drinking binge and drive 12 hours one way and try to drive back.
I never said that, but
you wouldn't go that far, but you know, would you say?
yeah. I mean, you can do it. It just expects for some things to go wrong.
You might end up in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, I mean, but look, it could have been the other way. Like we could have ended up somewhere cooler too, like California. Like how sweet would that have been? Hey, should I be seeing signs for fucking LA? No, but pull over. Let's fucking get out.
Should I be seeing cactuses? What's going on?
I don't know.
So if the lesson isn't don't go on a 36-hour drinking binge and then drive 12 hours both way, or is the lesson more don't let Danny Havoc drive?
Don't let Danny Havoc drive. Yeah, it's terrible. Does he even have his license? I'm not even sure, to be honest.
He's got something that says a name on it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked closely at it? Is it like an old Blockbuster video card or something?
So this is what you're in store for if you come to West End Wrestling on September 27th.
Oh, God.
Good segue.
I wish I had been able to ask him that last month. That would have been good.
He was on your show?
Last month.
Oh man, I didn't even know he did interviews.
He doesn't.
He doesn't anymore.
He's done. He kind of does my show because I run his website. So.
Well, I know that.
So he kind of did that as a favor.
So that's the working agreement. You guys got going. Hey, you run my website. I'll do a fucking interview for you.
More or less.
P.S. Do my Twitter because I'm not doing any kind of social media shit.
Pretty much.
Oh my God! I have to explain on every episode that the Twitter is for the website. It's not actually him. I run the Twitter. It's not him.
How many times do you get messages from people, fans, "Hey, Danny, what's up?"
Oh God, all the time. I get chicks who come on. I get chicks who try to hit on me, and I'm like, "You're looking for the one with the penis, not me." I apologize.
No. Next time, the appropriate response should be
nudes.
Send nudes? ? Yeah.
ASL. Yeah.
And then we could start a book of all nudes sent to Danny Havoc, and then sell them at shows. I'm like a money making machine over here.
This will fund the Nation of Intoxication NASCAR.
This is brilliant.
Well, actually, every time you donate over $1,000 to sponsor the NASCAR, you get a free photo booklet of all the nudes Danny Havoc has collected on Twitter.
Nice.
There you go.
Fake Danny Havoc has collected on Twitter.
And I also get people who ask what's the most you've bled, and what's the worst bump you've taken, what's the most pain you've had, and it's none of that is me. You're
Oh man, I don't get any of those questions at all.
Well, I think there's still such a novelty.
I don't get any fans messaging me actually. I'll get the occasional weird guy. His picture's him with his shirt off, and he might be wearing a leather mask or something. And he's like, "Hey, you into wrestling dudes?" It's sometimes, but not in the way you're thinking. Those are my wrestling messages I get from fans. Hey, cutie, and it's another dude. I'm like, oh, great. Conversation's gonna be awesome.
Danny Havoc gets nudes. Lucky gets James Gandolfini from 8mm.
I didn't get it either. I'm laughing to be polite. I could direct them. I could be I'd be happy to look at your nudes, but they have to go through Lucky first. They need Lucky's approval before I will even look at them.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Yeah. I will work with you. We will make the most of this situation. I'm all about exploitation, so there you go. I think I get the weird stuff because it's still so new. A lot of people are either convinced I'm him or it's fake. There's nobody who are just hey, it's called Danny Havoc's site. Maybe it has something to do with Danny Havoc's site. No, that seems to have gone over everybody's
head. Are there Danny Havoc role plays on Twitter? I've never actually looked for one.
There is. I've seen a couple, and I know there's one. I've seen ones of you. I had one of you. One of you
Because I know
followed
that,
me.
yeah, the one of me has like 3 times as many fucking followers than I do.
There's one actually.
You motherfucker.
One of you followed me, and because he messaged me to ask about the show, and was like, "You have to get lucky on your show," and I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, and yeah, there's been a bunch of the nation, but I know there's one Havoc one that's got like 2,500 followers or some shit. It's like
Yeah, what the
fucking.
fuck? Who are these dudes hanging?
It's ridiculous. Like you guys should have at least as many as your role players. Like everybody who follows them should follow you.
Well, I know the roleplay of me, my roleplay lucky guy, got me in trouble with my girlfriend on Tumblr because apparently I posted something on my Facebook or something from Tumblr, and she ended up clicking on it and ended up seeing like what other lucky things was on Tumblr. And like that was like the first thing I've ever posted on Tumblr. And apparently this other kid has like a lucky roleplay account where he roleplays with a roleplay Rebby Sky or whatever the fuck her name is. And me and her are in a sexual relationship that gets played out over Tumblr. like they talk dirty back and forth and stuff. So my girlfriend sees this, and I'm telling like Rebby Sky, like, oh, you have real luscious tits, and I can't wait to see him tonight, and blah blah blah. So I walk home into this fucking terrible like shit storm. Like, who the fuck's Rebby Sky? I'm like, how the fuck do you know who that is? Which was a wrong thing to say.
God, how are you still walking?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, Tumblr is the scariest place on earth.
Yeah, you motherfucking role players.
The Twitter stuff, I mean, the Twitter stuff doesn't seem to be as bad, but the like Tumblr shit is like takes creepy to whole frightening new levels. So
I actually don't mind it. You know what? If someone wants to aspire to be me, I feel bad for him. You know? You need to find better role models, kid.
Well, it's one thing when they make it clear like this is not me. You know, I am not him. I'm just a role player. But a lot of them don't. And you go in there, you're like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And yeah. And I'm friends with some of the role players on Twitter, and you know they seem to be pretty cool. And it's the ones who plug your shit. I'm a big fan of that. If you're gonna role play somebody, try to do good shit for them. You know, follow Friday them.
Yeah, sell my fucking GoFundMe for robotic legs.
Exactly. If you had better role players, you'd have robot legs by now, my friend. Yeah.
Oh.
Terrible. This has gone all over the place, hasn't it?
For the most part. I feel like we've done very, very little promoting of the show, like we were supposed to do.
This is actually a shocking amount of promoting compared to my usual show. This is actually pretty professional, as all things considered.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, you know. Okay, well, let's talk about this show. Because it's not just a wrestling show. You guys are actually doing something really cool for a local good cause.
Right. We're doing the show to raise money for West End Fire Company. It's very close to me. My dad was the fire chief there for 23 years. He had to step down due to open heart surgery a couple years ago. And I just feel it's a real good way to give back to the community that I grew up in and lived in for 25 years. And, you know, a lot of people consider fire companies the focal point of their community. And Stowe is a very small community, so saying that is very true within that city, town, borough, whatever you really want to call it. It really is like the focal point of that whole community. And it's a good cause to give back to, because most fire companies are typically underfunded to begin with by the state, and they need all the help they can get.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, don't discount what these guys do. I mean, you know, these are people who literally, you know, put their lives on the line every day.
They run into what you run away from.
Exactly. And I mean, who the fuck does that? You know, so I mean, these people deserve a lot more everything. I mean, you know, like you said, a lot more funding, and fuck, just, I mean, everything. I mean, just, there's very few people out there who can say that their lives haven't been affected in some way by something that, you know, a fire department was involved in.
Right, and, you know, I don't think a lot of people realize how much the average cost of a new fire engine costs. They range from anywhere between $500,000 all the way up to over $1 million. And that's...
Holy shit, that's more than our NASCAR.
My God, you
That's
could buy
more than
4
the NASCAR,
NASCARs.
man, I'm saying.
Oh, now I feel kind of bad about wanting to raise money for the NASCAR.
Oh, yeah, no, we better
raise money for a NASCAR, but...
Let's raise money for a fire truck first, and then the NASCAR.
Well, no, we can get the NASCAR, race it, and then donate it to the fire company, and then they get the fires a lot quicker, duh.
Oh, I love the way you think. Man.
Yeah.
Man's always
Really
thinking.
is.
Yeah, I'm basically like an entrepreneurial genius.
I don't think that's ever been demonstrated more verily than on this show so far.
My question is, how many of your entrepreneurial genius ideas have actually panned out, though?
Next topic.
Moving on. You're just very humble. I mean, you don't want to brag. That's commendable,
Yeah.
really.
But you know what it is? I started taking Alpha Brain by Onnit 2 days ago. So basically just the past 2 days, I've been really fucking smart.
The Alpha Predator taking Alpha Brain.
So,
That works.
thanks, Joe Rogan, for the recommendation. Onnit, Onnit.com, DVD, SmartMarkVideo.com, Alpha Brain, hashtag,
Pantsless Radio.
Pantsless Radio.
Thank you. There you go. .com, because we have a .com.
Oh, Pantlessradio.com. Come listen to me talk about fucking stupid shit for 45 minutes and dildos and NASCARs. So if that doesn't entice you to visit Pantlessradio.com, I don't know what will.
That's like probably the biggest. That's pretty much. I mean, I'll be honest. That's pretty much what I'm going to sell this interview around. It's like we talk wrestling, but mostly it's Lucky talking about dildos.
Yeah.
I know my target audience.
Dildos, robot legs, and NASCAR.
Yep, and NASCARs. And we talk about a little bit of wrestling and an extremely good cause that the wrestling is in the name of. So this is cool. So like.
And the cheap beer that's going to be at the venue.
Cheap beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by cheap beer, we don't mean shitty beer. We just mean good beer that's cheap.
Yeah. None of that fucking PBR, so leave your fucking hipster glasses and your fucking handlebar mustaches at home, motherfuckers.
Are you going to leave?
Jesus! That was very Zandig of me.
Holy shit, that's 2 episodes in a row. Zandig's made an appearance. Will you be leaving your hipster glasses at home?
You know what? I haven't really rocked those in probably a long time.
You should. Hipster
Yeah.
look is adorable.
You know what? I started taking like all these crazy steroids and stuff, so now my hair's thinning, so now my mohawk doesn't look good, so now I can't wear hipster glasses.
That is the saddest thing that has ever been revealed on this show.
It's not really that sad. I got huge fucking muscles now.
Yeah, but in lieu of the mohawk? That's kind of sad.
Well, you know what? The mohawk really wasn't getting me too many babes anyway, as much as you'd imagine it would.
Not including Rebby Sky.
Rebby Sky was fucking wild about that thing.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So what else do we need to know about the show? It is obviously going to be available as an MP4 download after the fact.
smvod.com, and the DVD will be available at smartmarkvideo.com. I don't
Smart Mark!
on another first-time matchup that will be happening on that show.
Oh, yes. Let's announce everything that we can. And, of course, we are pre-taping this. Everybody knows we pre-tape everything. So it's actually going to be going up on September 1st. So whatever you think you may announce between now and September 1st, feel free to drop now.
Well, we have the dual main event We already know that we're going to have Danny Havoc versus Eddie Kingston. We're also going to have Tim Donst versus the Bulldozer Matt Tremont.
That's going to be awesome.
2 first-time ever matches that I think will have a lot of interest. Not to discount a sort of first-time match in Lucky and Akuma, which I think will be awesome because I think both guys aren't nearly on enough shows, especially in this area that still has a ton of promotions running and just don't use quality talent when these guys are sitting at home doing nothing when they...
Because they don't want to pay motherfuckers.
Well, that's debatable.
There's also a number of promotions in Canada that deserve people like Lucky and Akuma.
Yo, fuck that. I told IWS I'll come up there any fucking time and work for them. And Grant told them the same thing, and they have not gotten back to us.
That fucking sucks. The IWS...
So, fucking IWS. What the fuck?
I'll work on that.
All right.
Talk to Manny, man. He's been on CZW, guys.
Is Manny back in charge?
Manny's out.
I believe it is
Holy
Manny
shit.
as well as a couple other people.
But
I can't think. Last time I was up there, I think, what's his name? Lacor was in charge.
Yeah, he passed away.
Well, unfortunately, Lacor, he passed away around 2 years ago, I believe.
Well, that's sad news. He was a nice guy.
He was really, really nice, and
Extremely
then Manny
nice
got sent away, and he's out now. So.
Dude, last time I was up there, oh my god, I'm so mad. Kurt Lauder got fucking put in jail for fucking killing that chick. Cause I went up there and I'm like, oh man, I have no weed in Canada. And he's like, oh, how much weed do you need? I just happen to have a whole bunch. And I'm like, oh dude, I don't really have a lot of money to spend. He gives me like a fucking half ounce. And I'm like, dude, I can't pay for this. He's like, no, just take it. I'm like, I'm going back in 2 days. I'm not going to go through his fucking half ounce of weed. So we ended up like smoking as much as we could and then giving it to like the rest of the bag to a bunch of fans who thought that was the greatest thing in the world. They're getting a whole bunch of pot for free from pro wrestling, like that they just watched. They're like, this is awesome. So I'm very upset about that. Fucking chick can't handle ecstasy.
Oh god.
On that note, probably unbooked from IWS.
Okay. Oh my god. I can edit that out. Or not. Yeah, either way, whatever.
Whatever.
And you thought you had to edit heavy with Danny.
I didn't edit a thing out with Havoc.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This is kind of what happens on this show. Things sort of get a little out of control.
You know, we digress.
We digress into, drugs and murder and... Yeah.
Hey, drugs do not lead to murder.
No, they definitely do not. And Pantsless Radio would never say such a thing. Nor do we condone murder.
Hey. Current events topic again. What's up with War Machine and Christy Mack? Did you see that shit? What? War Machine beat the shit out of Christy Mack, and apparently he was raping her or trying to, and you should see the pictures on Google. Christy Mack fucking minus the word fucking Christy Mack beating or something. Google image that shit, and he almost killed her. And I guess she crawled out the back door and ran to a neighbor's house, and he was on the run for a week, and Dog the Bounty Hunter was trying to fucking capitalize on it, writing all this shit on social media and Twitter trying to chase him. But he ended up getting arrested by the real police, and he's facing 7 counts of attempted murder and blah blah blah. And Christy Mack looks like a fucking balloon face, basically, everything's all swollen.
He looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah, she does. He literally almost killed her.
Oh my god.
It's pretty disgusting if you look at the pictures. It's really
I'm looking
bad.
right now.
But she originally came out with a statement that War Machine came over and she's a mutual friend over and he flipped out. But the police report came out. It was either this morning or yesterday, and if you read it, even the police report says that when War Machine showed up, I guess he was going to propose to her. She was naked in bed with fucking this guy. who was on some VH1 reality show. I can't think of his name offhand. No, he was on remember the VH1 reality show? I can't think of the name where the couple ended up getting married or something, and then the guy killed the bride like a week later.
No, man, I gotta start watching reality TV.
Yeah, Google it. He was one of the other contestants on the show though. And yeah, I guess War Machine beat the shit out of him and fucking was like, get the fuck out of here, and made him leave, and then he fucking turned his rage on to Christy Mack. Wow. And, yeah, almost beat her to death, basically, and then he was wanted and on the run for, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 days, and he eventually got caught. I think he surrendered peacefully, which is kind of astonishing, but...
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures here and, like, Twitter posts. It's, holy shit.
Yeah, she's not even, like, recognizable.
No, like, oh my god.
So, I bet she really regrets that Property of War Machine tattoo right about now.
I'm thinking, yeah. And does he have Mac tattooed across his neck? It looks like
I don't know, does he?
Yeah, in these pictures he does. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow.
Yeah, well.
Man. Well then. that kind of...
I'm all out of current events. I only watch TMZ, not CNN.
At least you watch the real news.
Yeah, the important stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah. If it's not coming from Perez Hilton, I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, holy. Oh, fuck, man. She looks... Yikes. Well, there you go. Let that be a lesson, kiddies. I'm not entirely sure what the lesson is, but
yeah.
Take something away from that.
Well, there's probably multiple lessons. Like,
that's a good one.
Yeah, don't decide you're going to have a relationship with a porn star and think it's going to be, think she's not going to bang other dudes.
It's in her nature.
It is. And then, of course, I guess for all the aspiring porn stars out there, don't date, guys that can legitimately kill you with their hands that have mental illnesses that are known about before you actually even date. That was probably a terrible decision in the first place. Because War Machine's had a history of doing this, too. This is just the...
Oh, so was she...
worst it's ever...
Was she like one of those bitches where it's like, oh, he wouldn't do that to me. Because, he loved...
Yes, she was exactly like
me.
that.
He didn't love them, so he would never do that to
but like
me.
his past like 2 girlfriends or something, he was like arrested for domestic abuse or violence or whatever the fuck it is too, or something like that. So yeah.
Wow. There's just PSAs all over this episode. This is the most socially responsible episode we've ever done.
But like I said, I'm all out of current events.
That's cool.
Actually, I could probably go on with current events. Did you see that article about the teacher? She got arrested. She was banging a 13-year-old student recently.
Oh.
Not that seems to be happening all the time, but like another kid caused something.
Here's my thing on. Okay, it's a female teacher banging a teenage kid.
Well, it's 13, even teenage though. Like I could see if he's like 16, 17, if she wants to, suck him off a little bit or whatever after class, but 13 is definitely a little young.
Like a child.
So where do we draw the line from that's disgusting to attaboy?
The line is 16. 16?
Apparently it's not, according to the U.S. Fucking legal system. It's not.
Holy shit!
Well, actually, there was a teacher like probably less than a month ago that she had a gangbang with like 5 students or something. And they were all over 18, but I guess she still got arrested because there's some kind of binding agreement that teachers can't have sex with students while they're employed, or something like that, while they're employed by the district. And like the husband also worked for the district, and he's like, he must be a fucking cuckold or whatever, because he forgave her, and he was trying to like tell the police and stuff that what she didn't do was wrong. Maybe he was watching. Who knows? He's like 5 black dudes too, so.
Oh, that was a total cuckold then. Oh
she's ruined.
No wonder he's defending it. He's waiting for round 2. I like your versions of current events. They're way more. I don't watch the news, so I'm just gonna from now on I'm just gonna base all of my current event knowledge based on things that you put out to the world via Twitter and Facebook.
Well, I get all my current events from the OG. Here's another fucking plug. MMA.tv, the Underground. It's the shit to be on. It's where all the cool kids fucking hang out on the internet. and that's where I get my fucking all my news.
These people need to start like paying you for plugging them.
SmartMarkVideo.com.
Seriously, I'm gonna make like 6 commercials out of this episode. Just start selling them to people.
They're all clean drops too.
They really are. Like you know what you're doing.
Well, I don't even know what a clean drop is. It's natural. It's natural.
It's there's enough space before and after that I can clip it perfectly.
Well, then I got to do it in my radio voice.
Bust out the radio voice.
SmartMarkVideo.com.
There you go. Oh shit! Oh my god! I could actually ask you about like serious current events, but that's no fun.
Who wants to do that?
It's too much depressing shit. This is.
I honestly don't even know what to. Some guy asked me today what I thought about like I guess a cop shot a guy the other day. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, there's like people like fighting like the cops in like Missouri. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, seriously? I'm like, no, I don't fucking know, dude. Did you watch ESPN this morning? That fucking little black chick from Philadelphia throws fucking gas, though. And then he didn't know where I was coming from.
Yeah, that's actually I'm paying close attention to that. It's there is an unarmed black kid was shot 6 times and killed by a white cop, and there's all kinds of like race riots and shit happening in St. Louis, and I'm actually going to be right in that 10 miles or something from that neighborhood in a month, so I'm very excited for this. I'm looking forward to the rioting.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
I'm pretty much going to be barricading myself inside my hotel and coming out long enough to go see some Blues preseason hockey. So.
Oh, you're going to see the Blues preseason?
Yeah, it's amazing. The Blues are my American team.
Where did Ryan Miller go? Because he fucking went to
They got him, didn't they?
No, they didn't re-sign him. They re-signed what's his name, Havlock or whatever, and they let Miller go.
Oh shit. I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh, what a huge Blues fan you are.
No, they're my American team, which that that should tell you where they rank. It's like Leafs, Blues. Yeah. Hey, what do you think?
Oh, that's gonna bother me now. I can't think of where Ryan Miller went though.
I'm already on his website.
All right. It wasn't the Canucks, was it?
I thought so, but I can't fucking tell by this picture. Oh, it's
Do the
still
Canucks
Buffalo.
ever wear their super awesome jerseys from like '94 anymore?
Oh, the ones with the
the fucking white, orange, and yellow ones, and black.
The one with the fucking ice skate, man. The ones before Pavel Bure was like the best player in the NHL.
I love Pavel Bure.
The Russian Rocket. Remember when fucking Richter, and I fucking hate the Rangers, but I still remember like it was fucking yesterday when Pavel Bure came in on that breakaway on the penalty shot, and fucking Richter does the fucking full splits and stones him in the Stanley Cup in '94.
I'm so bitter about that. Vancouver took out the Leafs in the semis, and...
Now, you know who has the coolest fucking old jerseys?
It is Vancouver.
Yeah. It is Vancouver? Look, I'm the fucking man at hockey. No, the old school, like, Hartford fucking Whaler jerseys.
Dude, I have one.
Shut up.
No way.
Ron Francis.
They're fucking so ugly green, and they got the fucking H with the whale tail coming off it. Ron Francis? Holy shit.
I will wear it whenever it's not 100 degrees in Boise.
So, ever?
Well, I wore my what was it, my Calgary Hitmen jersey to the show a few months ago, and like no one even knew like what it was. I'm like, I fucking hate people around here,
Are you
motherfuckers.
serious?
Meanwhile, I'd kill somebody for a Calgary Hitman.
Nobody knew? Okay.
No, and my girlfriend, her favorite team is the Regina Pats because it rhymes with vagina, and then no one ever knows who that is when she wears them. Or she's like, it's fucking Regina. They're like, who the fuck's that? Like, wait, you guys don't watch fucking junior hockey?
You
Assholes.
junior Canadian hockey.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, we get like before the NHL season starts, like all the fucking like OHL games where I live, so we watch the shit out of that to start the year. And sometimes we'll play like the WHL. Never really the Quebec League, but who cares about that?
Holy shit! Like you probably get more Canadian junior games than I do.
Well, once like the NHL season kicks on, you don't really see shit. So
Wow.
that's just NHL all the time. But before that, yeah, it's just all OHL stuff, which kind of, you know, I've been watching the shit out of CFL. I fucking love the fucking Stampeders.
Oh my God.
That's my shit.
You gotta. I was actually talking about this earlier today. What do you say? Are you a football fan? Well, obviously you're a football fan, right?
My what?
No.
Colombian?
Are you a football fan?
Yeah, I'm a football fan. Well, I'm fucking American, aren't I?
God, you're rapidly becoming my favorite person. Okay, what do you think about Bon Jovi wanting to buy the Bills and moving them to Toronto?
No, he said he wanted to keep him in Buffalo, didn't
Well,
he?
there's been talk about like he seems to be like the group in the lead of to buy the Bills, and there's been a lot of talk about the team being relocated to Toronto, so much so that there was a very small protest downtown on the weekend where a group of hardcore CFL fans had a Bon Jovi CD burning party. to protest him possibly moving.
Dude, they got such horrible attendance when they tried doing that thing a few years ago where Buffalo played half its games in Toronto.
They play one game a year here. And
yeah, but wasn't it like 2 or 3 years ago they played like 3 or 4 games there?
So. But it's
yeah, and all the attendances were terrible.
The attendance is good now, but the games are so fucking expensive.
Well, fucking, you get free health care. Suck it the fuck up.
So really, it all balances out.
Yeah. But no, I mean, he owned the Philadelphia, arena team, and kind of brought that from no one giving a shit about it to kind of bringing the arena football team in Philly to somewhat relevance. So I mean, I think he'd be a good owner.
I do too. I mean,
did he ever play his free concert he promised everyone?
I don't fucking know.
but, yeah, it was.
I know Kiss did when they bought the LA team, the fucking LA Kiss. What a fucking abomination to football that is.
I actually love arena football. I went to a few games like years ago when we actually had a team. I don't know what happened to it or when it went away, but it's fun. Oh my God, it's so much fun. It's like every game ends like 79 to 80. It's ridiculous.
No, you know what's a lot more fun than arena football is the excuse me, I'm burping. The major fucking indoor lacrosse league. Holy shit, that's fun. It's like hockey but lacrosse, and lacrosse is fucking Canada's fucking national sport.
It's like hockey but lacrosse.
Yeah.
That was very apt.
Yeah, so no, it's awesome because they like fight and shit too, and yeah, it's like full on checking, and because lacrosse, like I think on a field is boring because it's like soccer, it's so fucking big and slow, but then you close it down and you got the guy, and yeah, it's fun to see.
The best thing about I don't watch a lot of lacrosse, but it's like from the waist up, they look like hockey players with the pads and everything, but they're wearing shorts, and they just like hack the shit out of each other's legs. It's fantastic.
The goalies for the lacrosse definitely wear more equipment than I think ice hockey goalies do. They're definitely like a peer bigger in their gear.
Like you can't see the nets behind them. I don't know how anybody scores in lacrosse.
I don't know, put the ball in the net. It's not fucking rocket science.
Thank you. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, this is veered off in all kinds of fun directions. Thank you for that, by the way. All right, we should probably eventually work our way back to wrestling and kind of wrap things up, because this has been.
Yeah, I'm fucking at the gym. I gotta start fucking hanging and banging here before fucking it closes. Snapping necks and fucking cashing checks.
Gotta make them steroids work.
Yeah.
I wish they worked like when you drank. Like, you know, someone should invent that. Are you smart? Like, you know any scientists?
I have a friend actually who's a physicist. No, what the fuck is he? He's something. He's a science guy.
Yeah, like the more you drink, the fucking more muscle you get. Like that makes fucking $1 trillion. I can't even fathom how much money that is, but that's about how much it makes.
So many NASCARs.
I know that would fucking solve the obesity problem in America. Everyone would just be fucking ripped out of their mind.
Ripped out of their mind.
Or they could have the John Zandig muscle gut.
Jesus.
Zandig is really becoming a running theme on this show.
Zandig's a running theme forever, everywhere.
So. I feel like...
It's fine. You know what? It's like any CZW guy that's ever pretty much had a somewhat of a mainstay time in CZW goes and gets booked anywhere in the world, basically. As soon as someone says CZW, they turn around and they do the fucking Zandig pose to the fucking crowd. Doesn't matter who it is. You even see pictures on, like, Instagram, like, even Kimberly throwing up the fucking Zandig and shit. Like, people you would never think. Like, everyone does it. He's a legend.
Yeah, I've certainly seen a lot of Zandig pose pictures. Definitely no lack of those.
I wish Zandig was vessel. You should book Zandig for the show.
There you go.
That idea actually crossed my mind. Then I realized John Zandig may cost more than CM Punk.
Yeah, but would Lucky still be going over him for the title? That's really the only important thing.
Yo, I got an idea. How about second time ever, and this would bring the fucking fans in, okay? Second time ever, rematch, CM Punk versus Justice Pain.
There you go. He could kick him in the balls and then want to shake his hand.
There's no way Punk would ever accept that. He fucking hates Justice Pain.
I don't think there's enough zeros on the end of that payday to make that ever happen.
I played softball with Justice Pain. He's actually not that bad at softball. It was right after Nikki got put away. I don't know how the hell we got in contact with each other, but he's like, hey, can you come down and play? Because I play a lot of fucking softball. That's actually the main reason I don't wrestle a lot, is I play travel softball. I won the national championship 2 years ago, no big deal. And we just won the state championship this past weekend for Pennsylvania. So we go to nationals again in 2 weeks. But, yeah, I play a lot of softball, and I ended up playing with fucking Justice Pain of all people, which is really funny because, you know, I grew up going to indie shows, going to CZW shows, and seeing fucking Justice Pain. And Justice Pain was like my John Cena because I was never really big into the WWF or anything. So he was like John Cena to me basically at the time, you know what I mean? And so finally, but the first time I met him, I played fucking slow pitch softball with him, which is something I'm very adamant about and stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Wow. What position do you play?
Yeah. I pitch and play shortstop.
Lefty or righty?
Do what I want.
That's an excellent answer. All right. Cool. All right, it all vaguely comes back to wrestling, so let's kind of wrap all of this up. What else can you tell us about the show? Because I think we keep trying to drop like spoilers and drop matches, and then we end up talking about NASCAR, everything but that. So yeah, what else can you tell us?
Confirmed thus far for the show are Danny Havoc versus Eddie Kingston, Tim Donst versus Matt Tremont, Lucky 13 versus Akuma, Antisocial versus Amber Rodriguez. Those are the confirmed matches thus far.
And of course, by the time...
Is Dasher Hatfield booked?
Yes.
Good, I can fucking catch a ride because I don't feel like driving.
You don't feel like driving now, so you're okay.
We went to high school together.
I saw the video of you in his backyard with the slip and slide.
That was my backyard.
Slip and slide? That was one of my favorite.
That's my fucking my dual slip and slide.
Dual?
Yeah, dual. It's fucking made for two people to race down.
Oh, I thought you meant like it had another purpose.
Well, me and Danny went down it at the same time. That's what it's meant for. It's meant to race.
Okay. Yeah, that was one of my all-time favorite promos. Just because it's like okay, they're funny, they're entertaining. Nation promos, they're always funny, always entertaining. And then Dasher Hatfield shows up at the end, completely out of nowhere.
He lives literally 5 minutes from me, and like I said, we went to school together. And who else? Fire Ant went to school with us. Dan Champion. He's like a lesser little known, but we all went to school together and went and then got trained together and shit. And
just hang out on slip and slides together.
New Jersey.
They all didn't fuck up their Chikara career like I did.
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about West End Wrestling.
WestEndWrestling.com.
No, Facebook.com/West End Wrestling. I can't afford it. .com.
Facebook.com/West End Wrestling.
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
On Twitter @West End Wrestling. There's no I in wrestling, though. Twitter only allows you 16 characters. Apparently, I have one too many. No I in wrestling.
That's the fucking worst. Yeah, no I in wrestling.
Twitter.
God, how do we turn them off?